Daniel. Is that you?
It's me, John. It's been a long time.
Daniel, it's been a while since we sat and talked. How have you been?
I'm doing okay. But John, life hasn't been easy, though. It seems like no matter how hard I try, success is always just out of reach.
Daniel, that isn't enough to stop you from being the great man God has wanted you to be. Well, as for me and my family, we each have been blessed, really. Business is flourishing, my family is doing well, and everything seems to fall into place. But I can't shake the thought that life's outcomes might not be purely about effort. However, let us meet tomorrow to have a talk. Welcome, Daniel.
Thanks, John.
Daniel, I can't shake the thought that life's outcomes might not be purely about effort.
Funny you say this. Are you thinking the same way with me? I've been thinking about it too. Sometimes it feels like our destinies are determined by something beyond what we can see or control.
Exactly. You know, I've come to believe that there's a spiritual realm where our life paths are mapped out, where battles are fought before they manifest here.
That's deep. But if that's the case, doesn't it mean we're just actors in a script that's already written?
Not entirely. I think we still have choices, but the spiritual realm influences the circumstances we face. It's like planting seeds. What happens in the unseen eventually becomes visible.
So, you're saying the challenges I face might have spiritual roots?
It's possible. The Bible instructs us in Ephesians chapter 6 verses 12, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Think of it like this: you might be fighting battles you don't even know about. Maybe there's a need to align yourself spiritually, to pray, reflect, and seek divine guidance.
Interesting. But what about you? Are that spiritually strong, or is there a way you have settled with the spirits? Why do you seem to have it easier? Is it luck, or is there more to it?
Honestly, I can't claim to have all the answers. I've been consistent in prayer and surrounding myself with positive influences, but I believe grace plays a significant role.
Grace. That's something I often hear but don't quite understand. Is it something new, like a modern way of getting success?
Not at all. Grace is unmerited favor. It's given freely by God. But I believe you must position yourself spiritually to make it easier to receive.
So you're saying I need to start praying more, seeking divine help, and aligning my actions with spiritual principles?
Exactly.
But John, how do you see this my philosophy about prayers? I always see prayer as a way of disturbing Satan at her point of quietness, therefore inviting her to start disturbing you. But do you mean, praying is not like that?
It's not just about what we see or do here. It's about partnering with the spiritual realm to fulfill your purpose.
Okay. I've never thought of it that way. Maybe this is a wake-up call for me to approach life differently.
It's never too late, Daniel. Life's challenges can be opportunities to grow and connect more deeply with the spiritual. Let's support each other in this journey.
That means a lot, John. Thank you.
Anytime, my friend. Together, we can navigate this complex but meaningful life.
1 week later. Hello, John. Nice meeting you today.
Welcome, Daniel. I'm so glad to meet you today.
John, my good friend, you've given me so much to think about. But where do I even start? I mean, I don't even know how to navigate the spiritual side of things.
It starts with intention, Daniel. You don't need to have it all figured out. Start small, find moments to pray or meditate, seek wisdom from scripture or spiritual mentors, and be intentional about inviting divine guidance into your life.
That makes sense. But what if I don't feel anything? What if I'm just going through the motions?
That's normal in the beginning. The spiritual realm isn't always something we perceive immediately. It's about consistency, trust, and openness. Over time, you'll begin to notice changes, small things at first, like clarity of thought or doors opening that you didn't expect.
That would be a welcome change. Sometimes I feel like I'm hitting a wall, and it's exhausting.
Life's struggles can be overwhelming, but think of them as battles that reveal your strength. The key is not to fight alone. Seek help, spiritually and even practically. Have you considered asking others to pray with you or guide you?
I haven't, honestly. I always thought I had to figure things out on my own.
You don't. That's another lie the struggles of life often tell us. Community, spiritually or otherwise, is vital. And never forget, your life has purpose. The challenges you're facing might be part of preparing you for something greater.
I've never thought of my struggles as preparation. It's always felt more like punishment.
It's a matter of perspective. Think of refining gold. Fire isn't punishment, it's a process. It removes impurities and makes the gold shine. Maybe your current season is the fire that's preparing you to shine.
That's a powerful way to look at it. But tell me, John, have you faced seasons of fire, or has life always been smooth for you? John, you are my friend. Let me tell you this. It is a great surprise to me that life can still take me back to where I am today. All my business is being liquidated. I don't then have a house to stay. I got rejected and abandoned by friends, including the one the world seems to see as my godfather. Some friends' family members even develop evil storylines on my name, that my past success might have been diabolical. John, is this life? Do you mean I can get back on track?
Oh, I've had my struggles too. I've lost opportunities, faced heartbreak, and endured moments when I felt completely lost. But looking back, I realize those were the moments that shaped me, pushed me to seek God more, and refined my faith.
And now you're thriving. It feels like there's hope for me, too, if I follow this path.
Absolutely. The spiritual realm isn't a mystery you solve, it's a relationship you build. Stay committed, patient, and hopeful. As you align yourself spiritually, I believe you'll begin to see changes.
Thanks, John. I feel encouraged to start this journey. It's time I stopped seeing myself as a victim of fate and took charge spiritually.
That's the spirit. Remember, I'm here for you, too. We're friends for a reason, and I'll stand with you as you rediscover your destiny.
I appreciate that more than words can say. Maybe this conversation was the spiritual push I needed to take that first step.
Maybe it was. Let's stay connected, and who knows? This might be the start of an incredible testimony for you.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, John.
Anytime, my friend. We're in this together. Thank you and stay tuned for part 2 of the story of Daniel, my food friend. Kindly subscribe to this channel for more encouraging Christians movies, for inspirations, moral lessons and parenting guides.